So, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to make a Avatar watch-along commentary. This is the first time I do something in English that I feel really weird speaking it to myself. Yeah, I really love Avatar. I watched it a million times and I thought today I'm gonna watch it together with you. I'm watching the version that is on German Netflix. I don't know if that is different from the American one. I hope not. We'll see. If you wanna watch it long, I'm gonna tell you exactly when I press the play button in the beginning. This version starts with the Nickelodeon logo appearing in the beginning, and then the episode starts. So it says here the episode is 23 minutes and 39 seconds long, and I hope this is going to be fun. Let's find out. So I count down from 3, 2, 1, go. So there we are with the epic opening that is so perfect, because right in the beginning Katara shows us the 4 different bending styles, and it's shown to us that it is bending, and so we don't need any explanation for that. And right now she is talking to us and explaining to us the 4 nations and the different styles. And yeah, the Fire Nation attacked. And yeah, here right the next important information. The Avatar who bends all 4 elements, and now he is gone. So no one keeping balance anymore. And right there we have another beautiful example of how well the creators understood the expenses of war, leaving these 2 child to look after their village. But Katara is hopeful. The Avatar will come back and save the world. Book 1, Water, the boy in the iceberg. And here we have a beautiful, beautiful opening scene. The icy tundra, a few footprints, and then the sea. Or the ocean? Is it the sea or the ocean? And there's the little canoe with our 2 water tribe people, Katara and Sokka. And we get right away beautiful shown the characters, with Sokka being the active one, looking to catch the fish, Katara being a little bit more passive and quiet and trying out her water bending. And this is typical Sokka ignorance. He's not even considering the chance that Katara could have caught a fish, and that is why he get wet. This is a very important line, because it shows us that bending is not just a magic ability someone mystically gains, but it's an ability you have to work for and train like martial arts. So now we have conflict, the first conflict of the show. Sokka trying to steer the ship into safety, while Katara again is a more passive one and is just yelling orders to him, which he sadly can't follow, and so they end up like this. And typical sibling behavior, your sibling is always the one whose fault it is. But yeah, Sokka's line, leave it to a girl to mess things up, is a little bit too much for Katara, so she starts ranting and accidentally uses her waterbending to destroy the iceberg behind her. And the impressive thing is that Sokka is only scared of her waterbending and not at all of her yelling, which shows again that this relationship, he knows that already and he doesn't really care. So we have these whole row of incidents, starting with Katara trying to waterbend, and then they both do stupid things and end up like this, with the mystical sphere appearing. And the creators say in the art book, I haven't read it yet, I intend to do this, but they said they wanted Aang and Appa within the sphere to rotate, and they just couldn't do that with the animation. And here another big character trait of Katara: if someone is in need and she can help, she does it, even if it is dangerous. And there all the air comes out that Aang used to bend the sphere. Oh, by the way, this is not spoiler free. I'm gonna spoiler the whole time, so yeah. And here's our favorite prince, seeing the light. And I really wonder how many times he has seen things like that and was like, yeah, I found the Avatar. And Iris just, probably not. It's a really interesting game he's playing. It's never picked up in the show again and we never learn anything about it. But I think we see later Sokka playing it at one point. So there we are, the sphere is broken, Katara and Sokka are anxious, is that the right word? I think so. And I'm a little bit sad that they turn to black and then all the tension is gone. But yeah. So now we get the first Katang moment. Such a great moment, showing that Aang's not even aware that what a crazy situation this just was. He's just waking up and feeling like he slept a few minutes maybe. Appa is, by the way, one of my absolute favorite characters in the entire show. So yeah, there is of course a little continuity failure, because a minute later all this Bison sneeze isn't on Sokka anymore. It's really great to see how the show starts with showing all the different character traits of the characters and really making us to like these characters, to see the differences. This is one of the great things about Avatar. Because by now, a few minutes into the show, we already know exactly what we can expect from each of the characters and are hyped for the ride. It's really funny because actually Sokka in this entire scene is probably the most relatable one, because there's a strange guy just popping out of a mystical sphere. Of course you should be cautious, but Katara is just naive and friendly and just goes with the flow. Next Katang moment. Iroh is just so lovable in these situations. He could just go to bed, but he is looking out for Zuko and wants him to have his rest too. I really wonder if Iroh during his life also looked for Aang, because he only mentioned Azulon and Ozai, and also Sozin, of course. But he actually was the heir to the throne, so I guess he should have looked for him too. I don't feel like Aang is really trying to lie here. He's just for himself denying that he is the Avatar, and so he doesn't know the Avatar, but everyone he knew the Avatar. So he is right from a certain point of view. So here we got a little demonstration of his abilities. I mean, for first-time viewers, they don't know what is going on here. He still could just be a powerful airbender, and that is what airbenders look like when they use powerful bending. I always wonder how they got him into the village. I mean, someone must have taken his clothes off. Probably not Katara, because she's really staring at him in this moment, so she hasn't seen it yet. I actually really thought that this is the entire Southern Water tribe until like a few months or even weeks ago, and I noticed that it must be bigger than that. This must feel so weird to Aang, because from his perspective, a few moments ago he played with his friends, or he tried to play with his friends, and now people say they're extinct. Imagine that happening to you. And here again, we learn bending is not magic. You have to learn it, you have to train it like a martial art, and only then you are able to use it, or to really use it. I mean, every one of us can make a kick, but to learn how to proper kick someone, that takes a lot of training. So this entire episode is really just showing us what an enormous crush Aang already has on Katara, because that is all he notices the entire time. And Katara just not noticing it at all. So yeah, again showing they are at war, and even the children have to work almost the entire time. There's no time to play around and to goof around, and Aang just don't know it, so he's so laid back and just has fun. And yeah, I drink a lot. Just beautiful world building here. Explaining right away why firebenders are able to summon fire, because they're just heating their breath, and their breath is available for them. So I wonder if an airbender actually could heat air enough to make fire. Iroh is just so at peace with himself, and that is why he's able to get yelled at by his nephew and just laying back, eating his duck, and then training him. I don't think that Sokka actually realizes how crazy it is what he's trying to do here, because himself growing up, he always wanted to be a warrior, he always wanted to help his dad, but these kids just grew up differently than him, most of their lives without their fathers, so they don't have this urge to be warriors, since the Fire Nation haven't been there for a long time. Warriors. Yeah. It's actually a little weird, right? In the one shot, Appa's tail wasn't on the spear, and then it was again, and yeah. So yeah, another very nice scene here, showing how Aang and Katara build a relationship. Yeah, these kinds of scenes are very important in the beginning of a show, getting two characters or more in general, getting characters to know each other and helping us understand why they like each other or why they spend time together and become friends, instead of them just being friends out of nowhere, meeting and then they're friends like that. Do you think Aang has ever been to the North Pole before? He could have. For him, this is not a big deal to fly her to the North Pole, because in his opinion there is no war. So taking her through a peaceful world to the North Pole and back shouldn't be a big problem. I wonder how the penguins feel about this. And here we are, at the old warship. And this must be very impressive for Aang, because he never saw anything like that before. This is well, probably 20 years into the war or so, so he never saw something like that. I wonder how true that statement actually is. Do all benders really have to let go of their fear to be able to bend? So spooky. I think in this scene we can see that it is just a kids show, because realizing that you just missed 100 years of your life, his reaction is not proper. I think you would like way more blown away than he is, even as an airbender master. Yay, booby traps. But really impressive that after like 80 years or nearly 100 years, this is still working. And the flare is still working. I don't think that's actually how it works. But I'm not sure about fireworks. I don't know exactly. If you know, tell me. Zuko found him. Bam, bam, bam. To be continued. Yeah, that's it. That's the first episode. So yeah, directed by Dave Filoni. You probably know him. Yeah. We'll see if I gonna do this again one time. I hope you enjoyed it. First episode. Let's see soon how the second is. Bye.